Welcome in, man. All right, we're going to go over Matic today, and we're going to go over the 5, the 15 minute, and the 1 hour trading, guys. This is very simple, and this is the concepts, right? So the first thing I want to do is kind of go backwards on the trade so you guys can see where these trades were happening. And remember, we are using a 50x leverage on MEXC, and we are looking for a simple movement of 0.5, okay? 25% gains. Now looking at Matic right now, it's in a red moon. It is rolling forward. It is starting to pick up volume, and the RSI on the 1 hour is starting to bend up here, meaning it's got rejected. This is showing strong volume because it didn't go all the way down and it's starting to move up. So this could be a moment right here that we could be looking at a long for Matic. So let's go take a look here, and as we work our way backwards, we can see what Matic is doing right now. But Matic is looking like it's starting to create a long opportunity. And that's what we're looking at right now. All right, so let's take a look here. So first of all, let's take a look at Matic. We're going to put this little line in here just so we can see where we're at as far as positioning. Okay, so that looks like that's that current rate right there. We're going to rotate this over to the side a little bit just so that we know where we have an opportunity for an entry for any type of long. And right now, once we see a 1 hour opportunity, which we do see a 1 hour opportunity, or it is growing, we need to then go down to the 15 minute, right? And anytime I check a 1 hour, I normally like to go to the 2 hour just to see where I'm at. And it gives me an ideal. So remember, all time frames give you about 3x, meaning if you're looking at a 2 hour time frame, that is 2, 4, 6 hours down the road, right? Now, the one thing I see here is the 2 hour got rejected, started coming down, and now it's sitting on the 80 line, right? Meaning that it's probably going to go sideways and start to move up. So we're showing a continuous vision of what the 1 hour was doing. And now take a look at the 3 hour, and the 3 hour is actually on its way up on the RSI. So what that means right now is that Matic is starting to show an uptrend, okay? So let's go back to our 1 hour, right? So right here, 1 hour RSI bounced down, it's starting to head up. So right here, Matic is looking like we probably have a decent entry into Matic. So if we're gonna go long on Matic, we need to go look here real quick, take a look at the 15 minute. And the 15 minute is red, but the RSI is at the bottom section here. So we are moving up. Now the RSI is below what we call the 80 line. So there is a little bit of room here to work. Now we have to go to the 5 minute, right? Because we're going to entry on the 5 minute. Okay, and here we go. So what we're looking for on an entry on a 5 minute is very simple. We need the RSI. So now that we have the 1 hour positive, we have the action of the volume moving on the 1 hour, showing that the movement currently is an upward movement for Matic, right? So now what we would do is go to our 5 minute and look for an entry, right? Taking a look at this right here, we can see that Matic is currently starting to reverse. So here's our green moon, right? Here's our 15 minute. So how the formula goes, right? And we kind of go over this, right? So we need a reversal on the 1 hour RSI, a bottom RSI on the 5 minutes, and a green moon on the 5 minute, right? And that would be an entry. So right here, guys, let's go back and take a look at what we see, right? So right here is our green moon, our bottom RSI, right? So that would be this particular trade would be right in this section here, right? This is where we should have entered this trade. Now, taking a look at that, let's go back to our 1 hour and see how it was looking at the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, you can see right here on our trade, you can see that this particular trade shows that the 1 hour bounced right down on that same line. That's where the 1 hour RSI bounced, right? Showing us that we should be looking at an entry position on Matic around that level, right? So boom, positive flow, positive volume for our Matic 1 hour, right? So what we're looking is just the RSI. Now we jump down to the 15 minutes to verify where that is happening, and the RSI on the 15 minute just broke the 30. And as you can see, the MACD volume is starting to move up on the green moons, right? So you guys see these moons starting to move up here. So right now we have confirmation as a positive move right here, right? So now we go back to our 5 minute, and this move right here, this RSI bouncing off the bottom, and the green moon on this candle would have said that we should enter this trade on this candle right here. So we would have entered on this secondary candle right in this position right here. Now, a lot of times when you're fighting a 5 minute moving average of the 200 moving average, right? Let me go ahead and post this here that we're going long on Matic. So we're long on Matic right now, guys. We are entering a long on Matic. Matic is going into a long position here. Copy, copy, copy. Matic long, Matic long. All right, let's see. Matic long. All right, let's click over here. All right, so Matic long is happening now. And that's what we're looking at right here. So let's go back in here, take a look here. So what we have is basically this trade should have entered on the bottom of this candle right here. We're not in a bad position, but notice how your RSI on your 5 minutes. So remember the process, guys. You guys ready? Yo, AK, what up, baby? Yeah, you can use Web Bull. All right, we have a mana short coming in, guys. We have an alert, guys. If you want an alert on your cell phone, you see how we get these alerts right here? Go into the Trading Academy and go to alerts, and then it shows you how to actually have this alert sent to a text message, so that if you're trading mana, you would know right now that mana is going into a short, and you should go look at mana and basically think about getting yourself in a position of you know, maybe taking profits at that time. All right, so let's go back to the trade that we're in. So first of all, once again, let's go through the formula. The formula is very simple, right? You go to the 5 minute, right? You start off on the 5 minute, and what you're looking for on the 5 minute is basically what's happening on the trend side and what's called the moons, right? The RSIs. So every time the 5 minute RSI hits the top and comes all the way down, whenever the 5 minute RSI bottoms out, this is when you would look to see about a trade inside the 1 hour, okay? So here's the formula. You guys ready? Very simple. RSI bottoms out. Let me show you what this looks like. Here's a 5 minute RSI. It bottomed out. Okay, I'm going to make this color white. Right? The next time RSI bottoms out, I'm going to put that in here. And it bottoms out and starts to go up. Right here. Okay, now what I want to show you guys is when I see the RSI and the 5 minute bottom out, right? I'm going to look at my section here. I have a red moon here. So when this bottoms out the first time, I'm going to go look at the 1 hour because I need to see where the 1 hour is at on the RSI. So you can see originally on the very first time my 5 minute went to the bottom, the 1 hour RSI is still falling down, meaning that currently at that time it was still resetting, okay? So we were still in a downward trend. So that means right there I'm not looking for a trade, but I'm waiting for the 1 hour to bounce. Now, another thing that I can look at here, which is kind of cool, is that we have a red moon here on the 1 hour, but I have a green trend line. That green trend line means that there is some volume that's happening here currently. So there's a positive cash flow happening inside of Matic, right? And this is actually the trade that we should have been in right here on the 1 hour, right? And the 1 hour is the alert that we always send out when the 1 hour trend goes green. These are the trades that you really want to get in. So this trade is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So this trade happened about 12 hours ago. This is the trade that you want to get into, right? So when this 1 hour Matic turned green on this 1 hour right here, that was the trade that you wanted to get into. And really on this bounce here on this RSI right there, that bounce on that RSI, when it came down and it bounced, this is the section of the trade that we really want to dig into. And that's where we're looking to get better entries, right? And a lot of times if we don't get the entry we want, sometimes it's better just moving on until this type of pattern resets, right? Now, what I can tell here is that the Matic pattern is just going through a consolidation right now, going sideways. So it seems like we might have an opportunity to see a new jump, right? So once again, guys, set your alerts on your Matic to let you know on the 1 hour when it goes green. And you would have got a indicator that would have told you right here that this Matic was going, this RSI was going to go green right here. And RSI is just basically, so when you say something, when someone tells you like you know, a stock looks like it's overbought, that means the RSI is at the top of its peak, right? So you see right here, this line right here is called the stochastic RSI. When you see this line at the top here, this is the 100 line. This means that it's pretty much overbought, and then you'll see it come down, and then when it hits the bottom, it's undersold, meaning that it's going to have pressure up, right? It's just buying pressure, RSI. So when we see here, we would get an alert here on the Matic 1 hour alarm, and that would be on this one candle here, right? When you see the 1 hour RSI bounce on the 1 hour, that's where you would be looking. This would be a perfect entry. So I'm going to mark this here with a line, right? And I'm going to make this line purple, and we're going to go back, or yellow, and we're going to go back and look at that RSI line. This is the perfect entry. We're going to go back and see what it looks like on the 5 and the 15 minute, okay? But currently, let's take a look here where we are. The first 5 minute RSI pullback, the 1 hour still coming down, so we wouldn't entry. So then we would go back to our 5 minute and we would say, okay, so the RSI is still coming down, so we can't enter right here. Now, we also don't have a green moon, so we would wait for this process to kind of play out here. And what we're waiting for is a green moon on the 5 minute. Now, we get the 5 minute RSI to reject, it comes back down, and here's your RSI bouncing again. And this time we get a green moon. You see that green moon right there? So the green moon happened right here on this move right here. So now when that green moon pops up, which is this candle here, then I would go back to my 1 hour to see where the RSI is. And you guys can see right here, that green moon popped up exactly where the 1 hour RSI went flat and started to bounce up and go into a positive direction, right? You see that? That right there lets us know that that's our entry. So let's go back to the 5 minute. The 5 minute bounced where we're supposed to. We have a green moon where we're supposed to. And now that we have the green moon and we have our, that should actually stay there, thank you. And now we have our green moon. We have our RSI 5 minute below the 60 line, or bouncing, actually bouncing with the green moon right here. Now what we're going to do is check the 1 hour, which we go right here, and notice how it's happening exactly when the 1 hour is bouncing. So right there, I would go back to my 5 minutes, and that's my entry point right there. So this entry would happen on this particular trade, would happen right in this zone right here, and we should actually be in this trade in this next candle, which is right here. So this trade should have basically happened for us right at the bottom or on the top of this first candle. Or to be safe, you guys could have waited, and since we're up against a what's called a 200 moving average, right? So this orange line here is the 200 moving average. So a lot of times when you run into a moving average, you want to wait for it to break the moving average to show that it's going to use it as support. So we would have actually, at this particular trade, you should have waited until the 200 moving average was broke, which was on this candle, which what we're seeing right now. And when you see this green rejection, 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 and the trend goes green, right? So when this trend went green right here on this candle, that's where we would have entered, because now you have positive RSI, positive 1 hour RSI, a green moon. You waited for the 200 moving average, which normally isn't all the time, but it's on this particular trade, it's there. And now at this point, getting this trend, right? So let's go back up. 1 hour RSI, positive. Green moon, low 5 minute RSI. So ready? 5 minute RSI bounces. 1 hour RSI bounces. Green moon, trade entry on this trade right here. Since there is the 200 moving average, right? Now, normally I would enter the trade on this candle, but because of the moving average, you can step back and say, I'm going to wait until I see a candle push that 200 moving average. Or I get another indicator saying that I can enter this trade, right? Which basically comes down to here when the trend goes green. At that point, when this trend turns green, I'm going to enter this trade right here. So we should have been in this trade no matter what at this level right here, okay? As long as at this particular level, which was right here, right? As long as at that moment, the 1 hour RSI is still positive. So I go back to my 1 hour RSI, and as you can see, that's happening right now, and it is still moving up, moving forward, and my volume on my MACD is still climbing, which means we're probably going to get a green moon on the RSI in the next hour, which will push this trade even further. But all this is telling me that right now I'm seeing positive push, and that's my entry. My entry should have been on the bottom of this little coin right here, right? So this little candle. So this entry should have been on the bottom of this push of this candle right here, right? So that's where the entry should have been. That's our entry. And now what we need from this entry, because we do a 50x or 100x, is we need a simple push up to 0.50, right? So we need this. This is the target area right here of a normal trade for us to where we are getting our 25% profit, right? And I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna make this a green line, and that right there is kind of what we're looking for as far as like profit on this trade, right? So that's what we're looking for. This trade right here, that's the entry point we want to get into, and that's where you should actually be entering this trade. And that would allow us to have all this as stopping zone, right? So now the second thing is, where do I put my stop loss, VC? All right, so stop loss on this next candle that got pushed up, right? Came back down. The stop loss would actually be at the bottom of that first candle that broke, right? So your stop loss would be sitting right here on your entry point right here, and this is your stop loss right here. I'm gonna make that red, and that's your entry. That's your stop loss, your entry. Now, when do you move a stop loss, right? Because we always want to make sure that we're moving stop losses and we're staying inside the profit zones, right? So I'm not going to move my stop loss until I get a red candle pullback, and then once the candle pulls back and bounces, then on the bottom of that pullback, I would be looking to put my stop loss. Or another thing that you guys can do is every like 2 candles, on the third candle, you can go back 2 candles and put a stop loss. So for instance, right now we're getting this. Okay, so here's our 1 candle, 2 candle. This candle right here would be stop loss on this second candle, which we are. Now we go 1 candle, 2 candle. The next candle would mean that we move our stop loss to the bottom of the third candle, right? Meaning 2 candles back. So on the next candle, whatever the next candle is, 2 candles back is our stop loss, which would be basically us moving on this next candle. We would move back 2 candles, 1, 2, which means our stop loss should move up to this section right here, okay? That's after the next candle. So every 3 candles, right? 1, 2, 3. All right, here's our third candle. 2 candles back, stop loss. 1, 2, 3. Once that candle gets there, 2 candles back, stop loss, okay? And that's kind of what it is right there. Yeah, guys, so relative strength index is the RSI. This is the stochastic RSI. Stochastic. It's very stochastic, right? But you can use the Connor's RSI. You can use different RSIs on there. All right, so right here, guys, you can see, boom, here we go. We're hitting our profit right here. And that right there is a take profit. Now, at this point, guys, we're at a 0.50, meaning that we have a 50 to 100x, and we're going to get our pumps here. Now, the bonus is we're turning green here, guys, so we're getting a run right now. Now, we're using 100x, okay, 100x, meaning that it's 100 times your profit, right? If you're using a 50x and you get here, that's going to give you a 25% gain, which is a 10% gain, which is the goal of every little trader, is to have that. So whether you're in a 50x or in a 100x, that's exactly where you want to be, because that would have been the profit margin right there that we wanted to hit. And this is a successful trade. This trade is done, right? Now the question is, where do we put our stop losses here, right? Like I said, once you see this big push, you're moving your stop loss to the bottom of that third candle, and this is where you need to put your stop loss, which would be 1.2453. okay? That's where you move your stop loss, 1.253. And I'm gonna actually put that in right now, 1.253. 1.25, oh, 243. My bad. $1.24.5. $1.24.53. We're gonna make that a 6. We're gonna call it a day. Okay. So now, guys, we're starting to see our push right here, right? So on this push here, notice how our indicators are setting up here. That's how you get into a successful trade here, guys. Now, I don't expect this to do too much because this trade has already been kind of active for a while. So right here, taking profits would be okay with me. You see my RSI right here on my 5 minutes. So where do we take profits? These indicators, guys, if you want the indicators, I'm going to show you in a little bit. The link is underneath my name on TikTok. Go to that underneath my face. There's a link. All right, so guys, right here, what I'm waiting for is profit-wise, right? Here's my RSI, 5 minutes all the way up. To check how long we're going to run, my next move is to go to my 15-minute RSI, right? So my 15-minute RSI is starting to hit the 100. We have a green moon. We have a green trend. And now we're pushing even more, right? So we're looking pretty good here. This is looking like we're going to continue the run, right? Because what happened here was on the 15-minute, we went from price action, went from red to green. You guys see that? Price action went from red to green right here on the 15-minute, which means we're getting more price action, which means we should be pushing up. Now notice here on the 15-minute, we have the 200 moving average, right? This orange line is the moving average. Guys, if you want to get into trading, if you want to learn how to make these profits, it's really easy to do. It's not for everybody. So please, if you're not trying to make some profits, then kind of like don't really waste too much time in what we do. But if you're interested in signing up to the academy and getting yourself set up to where you get training videos, how-to videos, you need to go hit the link underneath my name. If you go right here to TikTok, it's right here underneath my name. Here's my face right here. Click that. It's the very first top option. You can sign up for the academy. And the academy, you get all the indicators and everything that you need with videos on how to make money. All right, so now, guys, when you see this move here, we have our green trend right here, right? As this pushes up, you see this 200 moving average right here. This 200 moving average is going to act as support, right? So if it breaks that support, right, we're probably going to go down at that level. So since I'm hitting a 200 moving average, I'm already touching it right here. I'm going to make sure that I'm moving my stop loss up at this point, right? So this next candle needs to sit on top of that. So my stop loss should actually be right below this moving average, somewhere in this zone here. So about 24.95, right? 24.95, right? That would be a good stop loss. And since my RSI is at the top here, right? You guys can see my RSI is starting to top out. I'm going to be looking for profit taking here, right? Now I'm going to go back to my 5 minute. And what am I going to do on my 5 minute? When I see my RSI start to bend on my 5 minute, right? I'm going to be happy to take profits right there because, I mean, at the end of the day, that is a really good amount of profits right there. So now the continuation is to go, okay, if we have this move here, VC, do we stay or do I take profits early? Personally, guys, I love taking profits. Once you hit the profit mark, that's what I like to do. But you can roll over here to the 1 minute and you can see where you're at on the 1 minute, right? So on the 1 minute, as soon as the 1 minute goes red, right? You see this red moon here? If the red trend goes in on the 1 minute, that's when I sell, okay? If this green trend price action goes red, then I'm getting out right at that level, especially if I have a red moon. So right now I do have a red moon, right? So right here, let me show you the difference, right? So here, if you were in an earlier trade, notice here where the green trend right here, right? See the price action? Price action was green right here. It turned red, but I was still in a green moon. You see that green moon on the 1 minute? Right? Now see that red trend right there? I'm going to confirm. I'm going to take profits. I'm out. Right? So now I'm taking those profits. Those were 36% on that profit. I'm happy with that, guys. That's a great little profit. Simple trade, easy money, take profits. And right here I want to show you guys, as soon as this green moon here on the 1 minute moves up, this trend goes red right here, but I'm still a green moon, so I stay in this trade. And then when this trade goes up, right here, when this goes red, that's the moon that I would actually take profits on. As soon as I see this red moon, I would sell and take profits. And then at that point, I would wait for this to resettle, right? But to me personally, this is probably going to keep running, but profits are really great. Another thing that you could have done is, like I said, you can play the bounce, right? So here's your first pullback, okay? And this is what I was talking about earlier. Now that you got your pullback, right, this next candle, if you're staying in this trade, if you guys are staying in the trade, when you get a pullback, right, you would then, when this bounces and starts to go back up, you would move your stop loss to the bottom of the pullback, wherever the pullback is, right? So if you guys had your stop loss at the 125, 124.53, you're still in this trade because your stop loss hasn't triggered yet, and you can move your stop loss up on this bounce. So if your stop loss is still here, so your original stop loss is set up and you haven't moved your stop loss, okay? And you're sitting there going, I'm going out at 1.2453, right? When this pullback, right, because this is your 15-minute pullback, when this pullback happens and it bounces and it starts to go up, you are to move your stop loss to the bottom of this pullback, whatever it ends up being. Whatever that ends up being is where you would reset your stop loss, and then you would move forward. Same thing on the 5-minute right here, right? So whatever this 5-minute pullback is, right? So here's your stop loss right here, 124.53 right here, right? Whatever this pullback happens to be, you would then put yourself at the bottom of that pullback and go up. Now, personally for me, you know, that's where you want to move your stop. It doesn't look like it's going to be much of a move of a stop loss. It's already down to, it's almost at the stop loss, but you would be moving to the bottom of that candle. So if this is the end of it, you would go right here. So we have 4 minutes until the next candle, so we can see where this is at. But the reason why I got out of this trade, guys, remember, go back to the 1 minute. I got out of this trade because the 1 minute went red. And the red moon, right? So red moon, I sell this trade. So closing my trade on the 1 minute red moon is all I wanted to do. And I took my profits. The profits were 36%. Easy money, and I called it a day. Actually, we hit our goals on our little thing there. So 36% is not bad. That's the 15% take that we want. But now look how it's falling down there. And now we're starting to see this matic pullback. Now, guys, if you know, this should bounce off this moving average, this 200 moving average right here and bounce. But I don't worry about that trade because I'm out of that trade. Now, if you're looking to short the trade, right, you can go to the 3 minute. And if this 3 minute red moon's there, this could be a good shorting opportunity on the 1 and 3 minute, which I'll cover in a different video. Right now, I'm just covering how to get the trades in this video on the 5-15. But that's the trades that we're looking for, and we're going to go and look for another trade just like we just had. So let's go back and see what we can find as far as future trades for coins. Now look here. Here's our 5 minute sell signal right here. Look at that. Now we have a 5 minute red moon here, right? You know, we'll go back and look at this, but this red moon right here is showing me that we're shorting here. And all I have to do is go to the 1 hour, guys, and see what the 1 hour RSI is doing. It's still currently moving up, meaning that it still has an upward pressure. It's not strong enough in the sell zone. So now when I go to the 15 minute, right, the 15 minute moon might be turning red here pretty soon. As you guys can see, it's starting to come down right here. This might be going red. And then the RSI on the 15, look how it failed to get above. So your RSI, aloha brother, what up Tony Tech? Let's go. What's going on, man? Welcome in. He said, aloha. Got my layoff, baby. I got my layoff. Well, welcome in, man. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in, man. So basically, right now, guys, we're just kind of like flying through here. We're just looking at some trades here. So we're using the relative strength index, right? The relative strength index is just your RSI. Okay, so now notice how the 15 minute right here, that RSI bent right there. That is a big sign for a short because it failed to reach the 100. Here's your 100 line, right? Came down, failed to reach it, and at that point, all right, so let's change this to red. So right here, that RSI bent down, right? Let me open this up a little bit. And you can see right here, see how that RSI, the relative strength index, so you guys, if you want to know terms. So right here, you see how the RSI bent down right there? And if we're looking at our moon right here, our moon is coming down as well. So we're getting to the point where we might end up hitting a short here. But this RSI bend was also a selling point for a trade, right? Me personally, when I'm in the 5 minutes, I'll just go off the 1 minute red moon, which came in right here, and I'm going to sell and take that profit because I'm already hit my goal. All right. Now, let's find another trade. But we remember, like I said, the trade that we want is going to be the original 1 hour trade, right? So what we're looking for, guys, is when you start searching for trades, okay, on the relative index, your RSI, right? You're always going to be looking for the bottom of a the movement of the RSI. So relative strength index, RSI, stochastic RSI. When that indicator hits the bottom, that's when you want to start looking for trades. Okay, so Matic has already gone through that moment there where that trade looks like it was perfect to get into, and that would have been that trade right here off this yellow line, and that's the trade we should have entered. So let's go ahead and go take a look at some coins here and see what we can find. So guys, if you want the indicators, make sure you hit the link. Go to my link in my bio. Right here underneath my name is a link. So you see my face. There's a website right underneath my face. Click on that website, guys. That will take you over here. And when you go over here, there is an option for TikTok Crypto Trading Academy, right? The Trading Academy is where we trade live on TikTok. You guys can have your indicators, trade alongside with me, and make gains. If you want to know what kind of gains we're making, I'll show you a little bit inside the Discord. So this is the Academy, guys. So if you're looking to sign up and make some money in crypto, this is the Academy right here. These are the guys making gains. And remember, we're just trying to make some basic gains here. Nothing spectacular, even though these guys do pretty well. Here's a 33% gain, 61% gain, 32. And the guys, this is how the philosophy works, right? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh my God. 433% gain. Look at that. Remember yesterday I was online? Were you guys online yesterday? I was talking about Matic yesterday. Who was online, man, yesterday? Futures. Yeah, we do futures, guys. All we do is futures anyways, guys, and leverage. So yesterday we were talking about this right here, right? And the leverage that we had, yeah, 154x. So guys, we were talking about Matic yesterday and how it was pumping. If you guys were on the live yesterday, you would have got in this trade. We called Matic out yesterday on the move, and basically we crushed that trade right there. Another trade, 199. This was an H-bar short, only a 50x, 199%. So what comes down to this, guys, is basically knowing, you know, when the best ones are. But most of these trades right here are 20x. You know, this is only a 20x. That's normally a 50, but still 35% gains. And, you know, getting yourself in. These guys right here are using an 80x. Shiba's going to do really well, guys. You guys, Shiba's on February 14th, right? Shiba's dropping their Shiba Inu's dropping their own network, right? So Shiba Inu is basically 20x and lower is my jam. Scotty. So Scotty, yeah, I mean, a lot of times, so what we have is a very simple philosophy, man. We recommend 20 to 50x when you're first starting out. And that's kind of like easy to do. When you have the indicators, they're really easy to get into positions. Here's our H-bar long. 30% on H-bar, 94%. Right, so guys, Shiba Inu should be having some moves right there. If you guys don't know about Shiba Inu, there's also a coin called Bone. If you're investing in SHIB, you want to get a hold of some Bone or Bone 5.0. Here's this 160x, 87%. I mean, these are short little jumps, guys. These are these you have to be trained in taking profits, right, guys? And that's kind of where that is, man. So here's Ape Coin. This was an 80%. Nice little Ape Coin here, 144%. That's a good gain. Yeah, you live in the charts, guys. Live in the charts. 133% on Ape. Now, the goal here, guys, is to just get yourself set up to where you're just learning how to take profit, right? Don't overthink this, man. This is all about profits. Very easy to do. Get yourself set up. This is just where you want to just say to yourself, like, just take profits. Some of these profits are massive. You don't really need that much in those profits. You want to be in a situation where as soon as you see your profits hit, take your profits and then just move on, right? So our goal is to get into a situation where every one of your profits that you're flowing with is going to be a simple gain, right? So all we're looking for is for moves that are going to be created where you have a 0.5% move, right? A 0.5% move at a 50x is 25% gain, right? Half of that would be 10% true profit, right? Because we always take half of the true profit, and that's what we want. 10 of those trades, you double your money. It's really that simple, guys. All right, so let's go find a trade that's looking on the 1 hour RSI where the 1 hour bottoms out. So let's just go through here. Let's take a look at Doge. Dogecoin, baby. What up, Doge? Anybody got some coins out there that we want to look at? So guys, please take a look. Let's find a coin with a 1 hour RSI bottom. All right, so let's find a coin, guys. We need to find a coin with an RSI bottom. Okay, so for instance, here's Doge, right? Notice here where Doge, we have our RSI. Here's our green RSI. It's pushing. The RSI hit the bottom here, and we have a green trend. And now what we're waiting for, this looks like Doge is going to move here in a minute, guys. So right now, Doge should be on the watch list for a pump here, right? So let's take a look here and dig into what Doge is doing. Obviously, we had here's our 1 hour drop right here. This is where we should have got in this move, right? So when you have this trend here, the RSI bottoms out, and this is the little bounce here. Now, if you have your indicators set on your alerts for your trends, remember guys, if you're in the academy, set your alerts here because this green candle would have got you an alert on Doge. And this green trend right here would have let you know for sure that we're in Doge, right? So here's your green moon showing that Doge is now going to start to show volume. And the RSI hit the 1 hour right here, XLM. All right, let me take a look here. We're going to come back to, you know, Doge is on the watch list right here, man. So let's put Doge on the watch list. And we'll come back to Doge in a minute here. I'm just going to mark this up. Doge on the watch list. And we're just looking for that moment right there. So Doge watch list, okay. Let's put that in the Discord. Let's see. So we're gonna put Doge on the watch list. Let's go take a look at which one you want looking at? XLM, XLM, guys. Let's take a look at XLM. Let's find a trade for the day right now. See what we can find. All right, so XLM, USDT. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. Oh, shit. All right, so let's take a look at the 1 hour. So the first thing we're going to do is back out, take a look at the 1 hour. Okay, here's your 1 hour. Here's your RSI. Let's get rid of this, get rid of this. All right, so currently, we're kind of in the same scenario here. So here's our green moon. Here's our bottom of our RSI. Let's open that up. So we should have been on this trade a little bit earlier, but let's see where we're at here. All right, so right here, let's take a look here. So here's our bottom of our RSI right here. That would have been the entry point for our trade in this zone, and we went green. So we should be, this is the line that we should be in here. We should be on this trade on the bottom of these candles. So that's the entry point right there. That's the original entry point, is right here. So let's keep that in line here. That's the original entry point. And what that is guys, when you see this, you come down. This is your RSI bottoming out, right? Here's your bottom RSI. And our green moon came in right here, right? So this is our RSI moment. So I'm going to mark this right here with the green moon, right? And I'm going to basically turn this into a green section for the 1 hour moon. So this is our entry, right? Right in this zone here is our entry. Okay, so now what I want to do here is see where the 5 minute is on this particular trade to see where we would be looking to get into a trade. Currently right now, we normally look on the 1 hour. So the philosophy for if you're just trading the 1 hour is real simple. You need a green moon, a low RSI, and you need positive volume right here, right? But it doesn't seem like we're getting positive volume, which is above the 50 line right here. But you don't have that, right? It keeps getting rejected. So right now you would not be in a long in this position because this is a weak move sideways or just a consolidation move, right? So let's go back here and see where we can see where what kind of 5 minute is coming. But this does look like on XLM, we're going to have a short here for a little bit of time, but it does look like, you know, coming down, we probably could get an entry around 0.851. It's probably going to retouch this line right here. All right, I'm going to put this here. We'll make this a little bit thicker. This is probably going to retouch this original entry line, but we're about to go red moon here, right? You guys see that? So right now, looks like we're probably going to go red moon right here, and looks like we're going to head down. So it looks like XLM has a downward pattern still. So maybe even an entry down at 841. But right now XLM is on a downward pattern, right? So RSI hasn't bottomed out yet, but we can come back to XLM and look for a bounce here. Let's see here. So XLM needs a bounce on the XLM, RSI, 1 hour falling. I'm gonna wait for a bounce. So we're on that. We're waiting for a bounce here on the RSI as well. So let's take a look here. One looks like it wants to pump. All right, one. All right, let's take a look at one. One. Let's see here. Let's go to one. Harmony. Let's take a look at Harmony real quick, guys. All right, so Harmony. All right, first thing we got to do is we're looking for the 1 hour RSI, right? What do we have here? We have a green moon, RSI bottom, top, bottom, and then we got another bounce right here. So the RSI is looking relatively strong here. We have 2 bounces. Looks like we're consolidating in here. We do have positive volume here, which is a bonus. So we are positive green moon, green trend, and we have positive volume. So this entry should have been right here, guys. All right, let's go back to the fundamentals, right? Green moon, right? Here's your VC. I have one for you. Check out Cody. Oh yeah, Cody's amazing though. Buddha, what up, Buddha? Dude, Buddha, yo, Buddha. Cody is like, guys, if you don't know what Cody is, right? Cody is like, Cody's the coin. It's on Coinbase. It's always going to have some type of runs. Wherever Cody gets down to nothing, you can buy it up. And every time the market picks up, Cody will always move because Cody's on the 2nd or 3rd page on Coinbase, and people love to go get those small coin caps and pump them up. Cody's been around for a while, and it's going to be a good one. So right here, what do you got? The next entry, 23.2, 23 what? 232. That was the entry 232. Yeah, so the entry on this would be, let's go back and take a look. So first thing is green moon, green volume, right? So this coin right here would have been here. So this would be somewhere that you would want to get in would be on this candle here for a safe entry, right? So let's go ahead and get our green volume here, right? Which would be right on this little mark here. Green moon, green entry, right here. So we'd be looking at this candle right in here. So kind of where it's at right now, this would be the bottom of this candle. This would be an entry point here at 243. What do you got? 22? Yeah. Was it 232? Yeah, 232 would be at the bottom right there. So going all the way back, entry level 232 would be in this zone here. If you would have got in on the first green moon that was moving, right? Let's open this up a little bit here. RSI bottomed out right here. This is your bottom RSI. This is your original entry if we were watching this coin right there, 2265. So this would be your entry point right here. That would be original entry on this RSI bounce, right? Let's take a look here. Let's go to this RSI bounce. So this right here, I'm going to make this a little bit thicker because this is the original RSI bounce right there. That's where we're looking for. These are the type of sections we want to take a look at and then go back and I'll look at the 5 minutes to see where the entries would have been. But right now, let's take a look here as far as what it is. So right here, we're green, we're positive volume, positive RSI. So this is looking half decent here. Already a continuation trade. So the problem is the RSI is going flat here. So this looks like this trade is probably going to go sideways. I don't see nothing special here on one. It's already made its trade. So let's go back to the 15 minute. And the 15 minutes falling. So right now you can see on the RSI on the 15 minute, we're coming down on the RSI. So we don't have a trade here because this is all resetting. And this trade is already kind of finished its move. So here's our red moon, right? So you guys see this red moon here on the 15 minute. RSI came down. RSI once again got rejected, is coming down. But this is a falling pattern right now. So right now we can see the one probably bouncing off the moving average here of 0.243. Probably going to bounce off that and redo it. But right now we don't have an entry for one. And let's go back and take a look at the 5 minutes, right? 5 minute is red trend, red moon. Definitely don't have an entry right now, but more than likely probably going to bounce off this moving average, right? So you see this green orange line, that's the moving average right there. And that's where most people are buying one. So it looks like the entry will be 243. But let's go back and take a look at that 1 hour RSI where, remember, it was showing that the RSI bottomed out. And that's what I want to look at right here to see where we would have saw that. Okay, here it is right here. This is green mark right here, right? So this is the bottom of that RSI move, okay? And I want to show you what it looks like on the 5 minutes. So when you guys start to see those things, you can kind of piece them together. All right, here's that big fall. Here's where the 1 hour RSI bounced, okay? Let me show you what it looks like. Here's the 1 hour RSI bounce. Now look here, if we're looking here on the 5 minute trend, right? And right there. So we have a green moon, right, on the 1 hour bounce, right? And when we see this, our 5 minute RSI is already above, kind of like floating here. It's above the, it's close to the 100 line, right? So here's the 100 line. And if you guys don't know what that is, just go to the right side, put your 100 line in here. I haven't looked at one, so I have to put my lines in, draw the line there. There's a 60 line. Let's put that 60 line in there. Let's put that 30 line in there. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so right here, we're starting to get the 1 hour RSI hit the bottom, and our 5 minute RSI is above the 80. So what we would be doing there is we always wait for the RSI to retrace, right? So don't get too impatient. You always want your RSIs to retrace. So here, we would be waiting for this. So even though we got a green moon, right? Our RSI is too high. It needs to be bottomed out somewhere in this zone here. Here's your green moon. We're gonna wait for this RSI to basically reset, right? And this is the patience, right? So 1 hour bounced. You go in here, you take a look, and now what we're gonna do is take a look at the 15 minute just to kind of like compare, right? All right, so right here you can see on the 15 minute, the 15 minute right here is actually having a moment where the RSI is getting rejected here and bouncing back down, and we're sitting right in a zone here where you don't have a green moon here on the 15 minute yet. You know, you're pretty low, so you always want that 5 minute to reset itself so that you can see what the next move is, right? So you let it reset so you can have an idea of, you know, what's coming, if it's picking up volume. There's always time to get in a trade. Remember, we use high leverage because we're looking for perfect trades, right? And we don't need to rush to get into a trade. We want to make sure every trade we get into is the right trade. So here we go. Green moon, RSI is above the 30, right? Now, if this was here, we enter, but it's above the 60. It's actually above the 80 line. The 80 line is kind of like oversold. So anything above the 60, you'd want to wait for this to play out. So on a 5 minute above the 60 line, we let it play out. It goes up, it comes across, it goes all the way down, and this is where we would be looking, because now the RSI has resettled right here, and then we get a green moon. See how that worked? RSI resettles, then we get a green moon, right? Now this is where we would actually enter this coin, right? And that's where we'd see this nice little opportunity here at 0.23, right, in this zone here. So this is the entry point right here that we actually should have entered by doing that very simple process, right? Let's go over it again. 1 hour RSI hits the bottom. We go to the 5 minutes. The 5 minute does show a green moon, but the RSI isn't bottomed out, right? It's above, anytime it's above, I would say above the 30 or around the 60, anytime in this zone, you know, you should just do this, right? So you should just mentally say to yourself, and we're going to go over this every time because I think like a lot of times we just have to have a very simple structure, right? So what we need to do here is that when the 1 hour RSI bottoms out, no matter what, let's just go with allow the 5 minute RSI to retrace one time before you just consider an entry, okay? Let's just make that a rule, okay? Let's just keep it simple. And every time we look at these trades, we will go by that same rule and the same process. 1 hour RSI bounces. 5 minute RSI has a green, we have a green moon on the 5 minute. The RSI has to bounce. Okay, those are the 3 steps. Boom, 1 hour RSI, green moon, resetting of the 5 minute RSI, boom. then waiting for the green moon to re-happen. Or if it's still happening, then we're in a good position. This one actually went red, then went back to green. Now, if this would have stayed green, we're still entering on this bounce of the RSI because we already have a green. But since it went red, we'd have to wait for the 5-minute green to happen again, which would have been here. And then at that point, that is our moment to enter. And all we got to do here is go back to the 1 hour RSI when we get a new green on the 5-minute and recheck the 1 hour RSI to make sure that it's still moving up and that it hasn't gone flat. But that would be the entry right there. That's the entry, right? So once that bounce happens, boom, we get into an entry. That's the entry right there. That's the 5-minute entry, right? 5-minute, 1 hour RSI entry right there. I always wonder what's the problem with the trading view? Like why we always gotta be so difficult on this little program? Just put the line there. What's the problem? My mouse too sensitive? Let me change my DPIs. Might be my DPIs on my mouse is too crazy. DPIs, baby! All right, guys, hit that like button. Hit the like button. We're going to go to another trade here in a second. I'm just trying to make my mouse work. There we go. Okay, so that's the original trade right there, right? So that's how this trade should have worked. And that's where we should be on this trade is that entry point right there, okay? Now that entry point's way down here. What is going on with the mouse? The mouse in the house, brother. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, Alf, green moon, 1 hour bottom RSI, 5-minute green, wait for bottom RSI. Is that right? Correct. So we're going to go over this again. So I'm going to cover this real quick as soon as I can get this stupid mouse. There we go. Jesus, right? And that would put our entry right here. And this would be our close. And then here's our 1 minute in. So here's our entry. We would have closed at this top here. And that would have been your profits right there. That's a simple move right there. Boom, boom, green entry, bada boom, big move, close. That's your one leverage. That would be your profit right there. That profit right there looks pretty healthy, man. I mean, honestly, let's see what it would have been. Oh, man, that would have been a nice little 2.75% in that area, 2.5%. That's plenty. That would have been a massive gain right there to this top right here. And that would have been it right there. So that would have been that little trade right there. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Now, let's go over that again. We'll cover it again. It's real simple, guys. RSI gets bottom. 1 hour RSI hits the bottom. You go to the 5-minute. You allow the 5-minute RSI to test and go all the way retest and reset. Then, if there's a green moon on the 5-minute, with the resetting of the RSI on the 5-minute RSI, green moon, then you would be entering a trade at that time, okay? That's the way it goes, right? First indicator, RSI, 1 hour. When it bottoms, you go to the 5-minute. You allow the 5-minute RSI to touch the top and reset itself. Come down and either bounce, but I would like it to come all the way back down. And then we would look for the green moon on the 5-minute to enter a trade and then take our profits from that point. All right. Now, On that particular moment right there, we get our trade, we're in, we're out, it turns red, comes back down. What happens? Our trend, 5-minute trend, right here, we get a green moon, a green trend again. We're already at the top of the RSI, so we do not enter this trade, right? So you guys see this right here? This is another difference, right? So right here, what do we have? We have our green moon, so let's take a look at this, right? So price action goes from red to green, right? Price action goes to green here. We get a green moon, but our RSI is oversold, so we wait. So we don't enter this, we wait. We let it go out, the RSI comes all the way down, touches in here, we're red, we still wait. We go red, there's no green moon, there's no green moon. We're coming across, and all of a sudden, here we go. Now, we touch down here, the RSI finally hits the bottom on this one right here. We get a green moon. Here's another spot, and then as we come across, this right here could be another entry, right? Or at this point, since we already have been in a trade, you're waiting for the green trend, right? 5-minute green trend re-hits right here. So RSI, moon, trend, entry, right? There's your little push. Take your little profits on that push. Call it a day. There's another 1% move right there. And then the RSI dips, you sell again, you're back out, right? You're just working these trades over, right? Same trades over and over. Red moon, green moon, right? Now the green moon here is pretty nice because the RSI bottoms out, the green moon has volume. So an entry point right here is pretty nice because you have green volume. And now you're moving up again with green volume until the RSI starts to peak. This one, you're actually in a nice little zone with volume. You would stay until it goes red, which would be right here. And that little move right there would be another percentile. And then as you're tracking this, you start to come all the way back down with your red trend. And here we go with a repeat, right? Red trend, now we're bottom RSI, green moon, green trend. Bottom RSI, green moon, green trend. So let's take a look here. I'm gonna mark this green moon here. All right, green moon, green trend, right? I'm gonna mark that real quick, and I'm gonna make this white so I can come back and see it. Now I'm gonna go to the 1 hour, right? So slide down to the 1 hour. I wanna see where the 1 hour has this set up already, so I can kind of see the difference of what we're getting. So let's see. All right, here we go. All right, so interesting here. 1 hour RSI touches the bottom, comes back, resets, starts to move up right here. So see that 1 hour RSI topped, came down and bounced. On that bounce, that right there, that bounce right there would have been another, basically an alert to you saying that the pullback happened and then there's a rebuy. So there's your bounce on your 1 hour. Then we turn green on the 1 hour, right? So there's a green moon on the 1 hour and a green trend on the 1 hour. So this one kind of came full circle. So 1 hour bounce, retrace. Here's your 5-minute retrace with the green entry, which would happen right here, right? And then the green moon happened on the 1 hour, which means it's going to continuation, meaning that this trade has a lot of volume in it, so you can look for a bigger trade, right? So the pullback on the 1 hour, it bounced, it starts to move up. We go to the 5-minute on the 1 hour bounce, right? Because remember, the 1 hour bounce happened right here. Let me show you how to put those together. Here's your 1 hour bounce. Let's slide this over. Let's make that the 1 hour bounce. Let's trade this to a green line. That's the 1 hour bounce. Now let's go back to the 5 minutes to see how that plays out, right? All right, here's your 1 hour bounce, right? Here's your RSI. The 1 hour bounce happened right here. You look at it, you see your RSI come down, right? Now you don't have a green moon here, right? So remember, red moon in the 5-minute. The 1 hour bounces right there. We're still in a red moon, so we can't take a long on the 5-minute. It keeps coming down, it keeps coming down. That bounce on the 1 hour is right here. So what we are waiting for right here is the bounce on the 1 hour. We are waiting for this bounce. That's a notification on the 1 hour. So guys, remember, you use the 1 hour to see a pattern for the next hour or 2 hours, right? And then off the 1 hour, you go to the 5 minute and look for the possibilities of the trades. 1 hour tells you what's happening in the future. The second hour. So guys, if you hit the like button, guys, let's get the like buttons, guys, so we can go over this. Hit the likes. Don't forget to share the live, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for the likes. Thanks for joining in. So Wanzar, what's up? I can't say that name right there. But right here, what we're doing is we see the 1 hour RSI reset. We are in a red moon, right? Meaning that we can't trade on the red moon because we're in a negative movement. So on the 5 minute, we are now waiting for the entry on the 1 hour indication, right? So the 1 hour is the alert, the 5 minute is the entry. So here, red moon comes all the way down, guys, and we're just waiting until we see the move, right? Our RSI resets. Remember, Alf, when you see a 1 hour RSI, sends you an alert of a bounce or a bottom. When you see that, you have to allow the what? The 5 minute RSI to retrace. Remember, 1 hour RSI bounces. 1 hour RSI is at the bottom. When it hits the bottom, you have to let it bounce. Dish, what up, man? GRT's moving. All right, guys, GRT's moving. Let me take a look. I'll take a look at GRT in 1 second. So right here, we see that we watch the pullback. The RSI 5 minute finally touches bottom. Then we get a green moon and a movement, which means this is our entry. Right here, this is where we would enter here. Guys, the indicators are part of the Trading Academy. There's a link right under my face. So here's our entry, and we get a green trend, right? Here we get a green trend and a green moon, so we enter on this coin right here. So this is our entry right here on this candle right there. I don't need that. What is that? That's great. That's awesome. Fibonacci's, my babies. Fibonacci's. All right, so then we enter right on this candle. And let me show you what the gains would have been for you guys on this particular trade. So on this particular trade, we did get a green. Now the bonus was the green moon started to happen too, which means there's going to be a push, right? Now you had a couple money makers here, right? So first of all, if you're getting in on this line here, your stop loss is going to be the bottom of this candle here, right? It's always the candle back, right? Candle back, bottom, there you go. There's your stop loss right here. So just so you guys know. Entry here, stop loss on the candle before it at the bottom of that candle. There's your stop loss. Okay, bada boom, bada bing. So now that's all set up. Let's see how this trade goes. There was a little bit of a pullback, right? And then we just kind of rode this trade out. Now with this trade, we're staying in because at this moment, when this trade starts to move here, right, and we get this position, we have a green trend, which means that we're going to get some push. But more importantly, when we go back to the 1 hour, right, we can see that on the 1 hour, we start to get a green moon. Let's see what we have here. Okay, right here. So more importantly, on the 1 hour, what we got here is when this trade actually went green, we got a bonus here. The bonus is when this trade started to pan out, right? Right here on the 1 hour, the 5 minute, we went in, we actually caught a green moon. So then when we catch this green moon, that means that we're going to stay in this trade a little bit longer because the green moon says that we're going to get a pump of volume here, right? So we're going to stay in this trade a little bit longer. And then when the green actually turns into a green trend right here, which is basically, I'm going to move this, let me record that. Okay. I'm going to move this to the green moon, which happens on the 1 minute, but the green trend pops in right here, right? So when that green trend hits, That means we're going to stay in this a little bit longer. We're going to take advantage of the green trend, which is extra volume. So let's go back to the 5 minutes. And now in the 5 minutes, we can see that that extra volume and everything that was coming in on that trade is just giving us alerts that we can be a little more aggressive on those trades. And that's what we're seeing here on this particular trade. That's a real there. There we go. So right here, we're in this trade, and then boom, we see a green moon pop in here. But right here, our trend, we're green on our trend. And remember, we always sell on the 1 minute. Okay, so let me show you. So right here, we have an entry right here, right? I'm going to put a line here. If I can find this a little bit quicker. Okay, let me go to my 1 minute. All right. So remember, I always say, like on the 1 minute, right? When you have a 1 minute and you see a red pullback here, I need a red moon, right? So here we have our profits. We hit our profit little section right here. That green on all that extra volume is going to allow you to kind of sit back and say, what's the kind of trade that I want to take here, right? So right here on our 1 minute, we're looking at our 1 minute here. Like for me, I like a 1 minute red or a 3 minute red. Let me revert back to that, to the 1 minute here. And here you can see we get our 0.67, which is a good trade. If we stay in this trade as we move along, we get a red trend here, red moon. A lot of times we're going to sell and take that trend right there and then get back in this trend when it moves up. So this would be basically a buy or sell in here. Let's go to the 5 minute to see what the trend is. A lot of times on the trend, if you're seeing a good positive movement, selling on the trend or the 5 minute trend is a way to make money. But right here, we have our green moon, we have our green trend, we're coming up, and as we start to see this, our stop loss is here. We hit our little 0.67, which is a good profitable trade here, guys. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you do make a trade. Your RSI doesn't top off. It goes sideways here. It's still moving. It starts to go sideways, and at that point, you can hold that trade until you see your 5 minute RSI dip down. It doesn't end up dipping down. The 1 hour becomes a green moon here, right? And that's where you can extend this trade out, right on this green moon here. But this is where you guys want to kind of like focus in on. Green moon, green trend, your RSI bends. This is the 80 line. Guys, you got to learn your 80 lines, right? See this little perforated line here? That's the 80 line right there. See that? It says 80, right? When you have a trade bouncing off that, I actually like a line that's called the 70 line. I normally draw this line. I make this line a yellow. And what that does for me, that just lets me know that at that point, that's the 70 line. And a lot of times I will allow my RSI to bounce off the 70 and the 80, right? The 80 is a good sign of support. It's just like a support and resistance line for your candles, right? So here's your RSI coming down. It's starting to show a little pullback here. It bounces, and you know you can. This is a good trade to stay in, man. I mean, you know, you're playing it by ear. A lot of times if you're setting your stop loss where it should have been at the bottom of that candle and you're looking for that 1% gain, right now you're still in this trade because you haven't hit your goals yet. But you want to make sure your stop loss is set at the bottom of that candle there, right? So now, looking at this trade here, we are going into a green moon. We're getting some push here. The RSI doesn't reach the 100, right? So it doesn't have a full pullback, and it bounces off the 80. You're in this trade. You're watching it as it goes along. You do have a green moon right there. That green moon, when you see that green moon on the 1 hour, if you would have got out of this trade, then you would see that green moon happen right here. You would re-enter this trade on that green moon on the 1 hour. So regardless of your positioning, so if you would have took profit, right? Remember, if you took profit on this move here, I'm not mad at you for taking profit. Take profit every time you can. And then as you're watching this coin develop, right? As you're continuing to watch this because it's starting to gain volume, you start to see this green trend. It's still green. So as you're watching it, watching the 1 hour going back and forth, when you see this pullback and you see the 1 hour green moon come in, you re-enter this on that 1 hour green moon right here. So this is where you would re-enter this trade somewhere here, and you still end up with that green moon. You end up with a massive move here. Look at that move on the 1 hour. Huge. That green 1 hour moon is a massive move here, right? So remember, this green line is that 1 hour green moon, right? Which would have put you at this spot here with a re-entry if you would have sold out. So no matter what, that green moon hits right here. You would have got in somewhere at this point here. Let me open this up. Even if you would have got in on that second candle right there, you are still looking at some very heavy gains here, because this ran all the way up to what, 4 or 5% here, 6% gains on that green moon. So a lot of times, guys, if you're trading, we use high volume to make very quick trades. But when we do see an opportunity where we get a 1 hour green moon, right? Let me go show you the 1 hour, right? I'll show you what I'm talking about. Right here. So right here, when you get that opportunity, when you get that green moon, so here we go. Remember, here's the 1 hour green moon and the green trend, right? That's what we're looking for, guys. These are the big trades, right? Green moon, green trend right there. Green moon, green trend, right? That's our move right there. Green moon, green trend. That's the move we were waiting for. And that's our buy-in right there, guys. That's our killer buy-in right there. Pretty nice move right there. Those come along every once in a while. But that's just part of a long trade right there. So when you're watching a coin, stay on top of it, especially when you're seeing this bottom. Because as soon as that green trend starts to build, right, you see this little green moon pop up. You get in on that next candle. The 1 hour green moon pops up, dude. You get in on that candle right there. You're going to get some big gains. I mean, that gain right there probably could have been a lot more. If we were watching this coin, we probably would have got in a lot better position there. But an easy 6% on that green moon, right? So when you see the 1 hour green moon, guys, that's a really good opportunity to make some cash on these trades. All right. All right, now let's move over. What do we got? Silva. First thing to do is sign up with TradingView. Guys, when you sign up for TradingView, do the free version. Free version of TradingView. Free version of TradingView, guys. We in the Trading Academy, we use 3 indicators, okay? 3 indicators. So when you guys use TradingView, you can use the free version of TradingView because we're only using 3 indicators. The 3 indicators that we're using are basically set up for you so you don't have to pay a monthly fee for TradingView. You're going to use 3 indicators, right? You're going to use our price action indicator for trend. You're going to use our MACD volume with the moons and the RSI. 3 indicators. That's all you need to make money, guys. 3 indicators. Very simple. That's what I'm showing you right now, guys. I'm showing you the 3 indicator profit technique, right? These indicators are the same indicators you get when you sign up for the academy. Go to the link in my bio and get yourself set up here. But let's get back into one right here to kind of see where we're at. Green moon on the 1 hour. There we go. It turned red, our trend, and then the trend turned green again here, which means we should have re-entered again on this, on top of this 1. We should have re-entered again here at 0.24, and that RSI was bottomed out, and now we're starting to see a pullback here, right in the zone here. So right now, 1 is still a profitable coin, but this is where we want this. I like to be in the trades when they happen correctly. This is why you have to set your alerts, right? The alert comes in and tells you that the green trend, you get a text message on your phone. Guys, when you buy those indicators, guys, when you get those indicators, you get a text message on your phone saying that the 1 is turning green and it's a buy, right? And then you go look at your trading view, and we should have got in on this way down here, and the retracement would have been right here at 0.243. So 2.4 and then 2.43 are the entry points here. So we're behind on this trade. Plus we got the 200 moving average coming up here. So I'm going to avoid this trade because it's already happening. Let me go back to Doge real quick. Doge 1 hour, guys. We're still waiting for the 1 hour to hit out, so we're still good. And somebody mentioned, what are we looking at? GRT. So let's go look at GRT real quick, guys. GRT. GRT USDT. All right, there we go. All right, so graph. All right, so take a look at graph. All right, so Dish, where you at, Dish? You in here, Dish? All right, first thing we want to see here, guys, is Dish, where you at? Guys, go get your free trading view. Do not sign up with your email. Do not take any specials. All right, Dish, take a look at your graph. Take a look at the 1 hour RSI, right? You see your 1 hour RSI. You see how it's coming down? So right now we're kind of sitting on an RSI, right? It's in a motion here. I'm gonna put a line there just so that we know where we started on the RSI. We do have a green moon, right? But the RSI is oversold. So this means that we want this to come down, okay? We always want our RSIs to come back down. So here's the thing about moon, right? Here's graph, 1 hour, green moon, green trend, right? Which would have been this entry here. Yeah. So this original entry happened right here, right? Which is on this pump, which is literally an hour ago, right? So if you would have got in an hour ago, you're fine, okay? So if you would have got in this trade an hour ago like Dish did, you would have made money. But I want to show you guys what you want to do a lot of times is wait for the retracements right here, right? Scotty, what up, baby? All right, so right here, we got our push right here on our 1 hour, which would have made money, right? This is a 1 hour. Once again, guys, let me show you. 1 hour green moon, right? 1 hour trend. Here's your entry. What is that worth? Let's take a look. Entry right here. That was a 1% move. What does that 1% move mean? That means you made 50x on your money with a 50x leverage, or 100x leverage would mean you just doubled your money for the day on this one graph move, right? Green moon, green trend, entry, easy money, guys. When you guys have the indicators, it's that easy. So Dish, when you see that green moon, green trend, bada boom, bada bing, there's your move, take your profits. Your 1 hour RSI bent. This is where you sell, okay? Selling now is we're waiting for this to reset. When this graph resets on the 1 hour RSI, then we can re-enter and go for another long as that green moon is still there, guys. So that's what we're looking for. So graph is sitting there. So let's go to the 5 minute on graph just so we can take a peek at what's happening. And notice here on the 5 minute RSI, we topped out. There's a green moon. The RSI is at its top. We need this to reset. And we need the 1 hour RSI to bend. So what's the process? 1 hour RSI bounces. 5 minute RSI has to reset. Green moon, entry. Okay, that's what we're waiting on, right? RSI, we need the RSI to bounce. Then we go to the 5-minute RSI. It has to be below the 30 line, and it has to have a green moon. If it's above the 30, you let it reset, come back, and then you enter on that move, right? That's where we're at right now. Notice here the RSI on the 1 hour still coming down here, guys. Still coming down. Scotty B chilling, right? Our RSI is still coming down, so we got a little bit of time to wait here, but this looks like it's going to be a good move there. All right, let's find another coin, guys. Find another coin. Let's see what else is out there. Let's take a look at. Let's go back to XLM. Somebody was asking about XLM. Let's go back to XLM. All right, XLM. Once again, we don't have a green moon on XLM. Do we have a green moon? Here's our green moon on XLM, and we're coming all the way across. Here's our RSI resetting. So right now we need the 1 hour RSI to reset. Fetch, what up, baby? Fetch, we take a look at Fetch. All right, Fetch. I'm in Dash. Dash, what up, baby? What up, King? King, I see you be making money, bro. I see you, man. I see you in the academy, big dog. Guys, you guys are doing a real USDT buy get. BitGet. All right, so BitGet 1 hour. So Fetch FETCH. I don't know if that's what we're looking for. FETCH. Fetch AI. Is that what we're looking at? All right, so Fetch right here, guys. Jets check Bitcoin. All right, we'll check Bitcoin 1 second. All right, so here on Fetch, guys. You got a green 1 hour, but your RSI is resetting, right? So that means we got to wait for here. The RSI has to be going in the positive direction. Otherwise, this is a downward trend or a sideways trend, guys. So currently, Fetch is in a pullback situation. All right, let's check out Bitcoin, baby. So Fetch right now is in a pullback situation, guys. Pullback situation. All right, Fetch me the Bitcoin, baby. All right, here's Bitcoin 1 hour. 1 hour Bitcoin. RSI is coming down here, guys. Tap the screen, people. Tap the screen. Let's go. Share the like. Share the videos. Let's go. The indicators, bro. Link in bio. Just go to the bio, man. Let's Guys, if you want to get the indicators, guys, get the indicators. Set yourself up. We are in the academy. So JP, what up, JP? All right, what are the indicators? Let me hit the reply there. Reply. Under my face. Under my face, there's a link, guys. So, guys, if you want to use the indicators, guys, we trade with the indicators. Right here, the guys are in the academy. Guys, if you're in the academy already, right here in my TikTok, go to my face. Underneath my face, there's a link, right? Click that link. That link will take you over here. If you want the indicators, they come with buy, sell. You get text messages, phone alerts, email alerts. It's part of the Trading Academy, right? If you want the indicators yourself, the third one down are the indicators. If you want the indicators for free, join the Trading Academy, right? So when you join the Trading Academy, you get the indicators for free. If you just want the indicators are the third one down, right? And then you come, if you're in the Academy, you can come trade live with us, where we trade live every day on TikTok. When I hop on, we trade live. So this way I show you how to use the indicators and basically how to execute your trades. All right, so let's look at Bitcoin right now, guys. Currently, Bitcoin has a green moon and a green trend, right? Which is good. That's a good start, right? The problem is the RSI. Carl, what up, baby? The RSI is coming down on Bitcoin, which means Bitcoin is probably going to hit the boop. What is this? Boop. All right, so it looks like Bitcoin's going to it's still coming down a little bit. So there's not a lot of volume here for Bitcoin. So it looks like it's pulling back a little bit. We need that RSI to bounce right there. Let's take a look at Matic, guys. Matic. So right now, guys, if you're in the market, you should be thinking about shorting on a lot of these coins. Shorts are probably the way to go. All right, now Matic is a little bit different here. Let's take a look at Matic here. Let's see here. So Matic, as we take a look here, Matic has a red moon on the 1 hour, right? Which is okay as long as RSI bounces. So right here, let's see where we're at here. Here's your RSI. Here's your bounce right here, right? So this is where the bounce is happening for the Matic. And Matic is in a green trend. So green trend, rejection, bounce, rejection, bounce. So right here, Matic is looking, so the way to look at Matic here is like, take a look at the 1 hour. Let's go to the 2 hour, right? 2 hour RSI rejected, it's starting to go flat, so it might be heading up there. It looks like it's building volume here. So Matic looks like it's starting to, yeah, the 3 hours still pushing up from the bottom. It's a green trend. The 4 hour green trend, it's pushing up. So this looks like Matic is starting to build momentum here again. We called Matic out the other day for momentum, and it went on a nice little run. So it looks like Matic once again is going sideways, but it is pulling in some momentum here. So this looks like an entry for a Matic long here. So let's take a look here. We got a bounce here. We're moving up. Let's slide into the 5-minute situation on Matic and see what we have. All right, so Matic, we can go long after the Matic turns into a long on the 5-minute. So first thing we have to do is do what? We get the 1 hour RSI bounce, right? Remember this, 1 hour RSI bounce. What do we need to do? We need to let the 5-minute RSI reset and go all the way back down. That is happening right now as we speak. Here's your RSI resetting. So the next move here is what? The RSI bounces. We need a green moon on Matic. And when Matic goes into a green moon, which would be right in this situation here, then we will be looking for a long when Matic goes into a green moon right here, right? And a lot of times if you're starting to see the volume play out, you can probably see this bounce on the 5-minute RSI. But Matic would be a long coming up here as soon as we get this into a green moon right here. All right, guys. Oh, VeChain at the UFC. Let's check out VeChain, guys. Let's check out VeChain. VeChain. Let's take a look at VeChain, baby. Who's fighting tonight? Yo, who's fighting tonight, Scotty B? All right, VeChain, guys. Let's take a look at VeChain on the 1 hour. So 1 hour, green moon. Look at that, green moon, green trend. What a pump. Came back, reset, bounced. VeChain's on its way down right now, guys. VeChain's on its way down. It's retesting its RSI. All right, back to Matic. We're looking for a green moon situation on Matic and a bounce. So we're getting close there. It looks like that's what we're heading towards. For Matic, it looks like we're going to get a green moon eventually in a little bit. And we're going to see what we can do with that right there. All right, so Matic. Let's take a look at Matic. So we're waiting for a green moon on Matic. Here's the bounce on the 5-minute RSI. You guys see that bounce right here on the 5-minute RSI? So it looks like Matic is going to make a move here. So this is where we'd be looking to get into Matic. Here we go. The RSI just went up. As soon as it breaks this 30, we can go on a long here. So right now we're waiting for the green moon, boys. Green moon. We need a green moon on Matic. All right. RSI broke right there in the 5 minutes. So buy and sell alerts. Go into the Shondell. Go into the you know the indicators videos, right? Scroll through the videos. There's one that says setting up alerts. Go in there and it shows you how to set up alerts. and then you go to style and put it on SMS so you get text messages, all right? It's in the alert videos. Go into the videos and scroll down. You're going to see one that says alerts. All right, guys, we need a green moon here, guys. We need a green moon for Matic. Check out all those videos. Read all the videos, guys. If you're in the academy, guys, I appreciate you guys. If you're in the academy, hit the ones in the chat, guys. If you're in the academy, put the ones in the chats. So right now, we're waiting for a green moon on Matic, guys. We need a green moon on Matic. Guys, if you're in the academy, hit the ones in the chats. I appreciate you, man. Put your ones up. Appreciate you, guys. If you're in the academy, get your ones in there so we know you're here, bro. Represent. So this way I can answer your questions. Yeah, you're doing, man. How do you like the academy, guys? How do you like it, bro? You enjoying it? You're enjoying the academy, big dog? How is everyone doing in the academy, man, guys? If you're in the academy, man, how are you doing? We can't, you know, you can buy as much as you can afford to lose, right? I mean, what we do, we practice, like if you're in the academy, who is that? How much should I buy on Matic? You know, we don't, what we do is, most people, if you're trading, you should only trade with what you can afford to lose, right? You know, in the academy, we kind of, what we use is very high leverage, and we tell people to start with $10 to $25, and then what they do is they learn how to take $10 to $25 and double their money. And they do that 4 times in a row, and then they double their bag, right? So if you start with 10 bucks, you make $10, $20 4 times, and then you double your $10 to 20. And then you make $20, $40 4 times, and then you double your 20 to 40. And then you do $40 and you make it 80 4 times. It's called the 4x4. Everything that you learn, you do 4 times in a row. Is that Demigod? Demigod, the Trading Academy, right? That's the academy. These are the guys that are in the academy. Guys, if you're students in the academy, hit your ones. So what we do is a trading academy, right? So basically, we get a bunch of people together. We teach them simple, it's a big group of people learning to trade, right? So we do education videos, one-on-one. In the academy, you get the indicators that we're using right now to make our trades. You get all your indicators for the trades. You get access to the academy. And then you get a big group of people together that are teaching each other like trades, right? So entries, you learn how to set up your trade alerts. You learn how to enter a trade. Basically how to make money in crypto, how to use leverage, how to short and long. Somebody asked what's short and long. So guys, when we're talking about short, right? Short means that the coin is going down, right? Meaning that it's losing money. So short means down. Long means it's going up, it's going long, right? It's going for money, it's making money long, right? Short is when it's going down in price. Long is when it's going up. So in the academy, we show you how to make money when it goes up, and we show you, more importantly, how to make money when it goes down, right? So when the market crashes, guys, and everyone's losing their money and their houses and all that other shit, you guys make money when the market goes down, so that way it's profit. So you guys are actually making profit. H-bar. Hold on, man. Let me take a look at H-bar. Some guys closed out of H-bar with some crazy-ass gains earlier. Give me 1 second here, guys. Oh, Binance Futures? Yeah, you can do Binance Futures on there. We use MEXC. So, Demi, if you want to join Demi, you need to go click the, go to my TikTok. I'm watching this trade right here, but go to TikTok, right? So, guys, if you want to get in the academy, right? Let me show you the Discord, the academy real quick so you know what I'm talking about. So, here's the academy right here. This is, you know, kind of what's going on there. So, these are the guys. Oh, Dish. Dish has made 31. Way to be, Dish. Way to be. Dish just did 31. But this is the academy, you know, guys just getting together, putting themselves in there, gains throughout the day. Just the academy of people just, you know, sharing trades, teaching trades. We use leverage on BitGet, Binance, MEXC. Here's Binance Futures right here, 32% gains, Binance Futures. Here's right here. So this is a trade for Matic the other day, 433%. So in the academy, this is what we teach you guys. these type of, H bar right here, 199% H bar. So this is the academy right here, guys. If you want to sign up for the academy, you need to go to my TikTok, right here on my face, underneath my face. Hit that face right here underneath my face, guys. Click that little link right there. Right, so here's my TikTok. Go here, hit that little link right there, and that's going to take you right here. The academy is the very first one, guys. The academy is the very first one. So right here, you just hit this little top button right here. You sign up for the academy. Right here, TikTok Trading Academy. And that comes with the indicators. If you guys just want the indicators, the third one down are the indicators. Those go in there. You have a $1,000 for your time. So there's indicators, guys, that I use here, right? So $1,000 indicators, buy, sell indicators, cell phone alerts, text messages, and all that good shit. That's where it comes in, right? Now, if you guys want just the indicators, you can do that. You can buy the indicators for $1,000. Or if you go with the Trading Academy, you get the buy and sell indicators included with the Trading Academy. So you get full education, teaching, trading. We trade live on TikTok like we're doing right now. So we do this all the time, right? So during the week, Monday, Wednesday, what is it? Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we trade live on TikTok in the mornings and the afternoons. And Tuesdays and Thursdays, we trade in the afternoons. And we do live trades. Rodney, I'm in Trade Travel Chill Capital Club. I love the videos, but I'm not impressed with the engagement. Yeah, I love Trade Travel Chill is really good, man. So Trade Travel Trills, good videos, good information. It's like, normal stuff, guys. But you want to be somewhere that you're getting, you want to build a community, right? So the TikTok Trading Academy is where trading live, working together, and just building a bunch of people that are focused on the same goals. That's going to be where, you're going to get better engagement and better, education. You need something that's always happening so that you can get your skills a lot better. Well, we're waiting though. Yeah, Matic's moving, man, but we need this green moon here on Matic. It's kind of what we're waiting on right here. What do we got here? Yeah, I'm doing H bar. Give me 1 second. All right, let me know when we get to a green moon there. All right, let's do H bar, guys. Let's see here. H bar, baby. H bar USDT. No, guys. That's H bar USDT. All right, bada boom, bada bing. What did we talk about yesterday, guys? I called out H bar. I told you H bar is going to 10 cents, didn't I? VC, is this acceptable to Tesla? Yeah, you can use this on Tesla. Guys, what did I say the other day? I told you I made a video that H bar is doing what? What did I tell you H bar is going to, guys? Remember the entry right here? Remember this entry? Didn't we go over this video, guys? What did I tell you H bar was going to, bro? Yeah, you can use these in you can use these indicators, and guys, if you want these indicators, all right, guys, these are $1,000 indicators, right? You can use them on Forex, stocks, crypto, everything, guys. These are what we use. Here's H bar right here, about to do a 1 hour green moon. Look at this right here, guys. Look at H bar. H bar is about to do a 1 hour green moon. All right, let's jump into some H bar trade here. Give me 1 second here, guys. Give me 1 second here. All right, H bar is about to hit a 1 hour green moon. Matic rocket, baby. Matic. We're flying right here. Let's go. Yo, Matic's hot. Drop it like it's hot, baby. Drop it like it's hot. We need that Matic. We need that 1 hour, baby. Let's go look at H-bar. Let's go H-bar. Turn green, baby. Turn green. All right, H-bar. All right, H-bar just did a little pullback on the 1 hour. We're about to hit this 1 hour green, and we're going to get a nice move out of that. Look at this volume right here. Yo, thanks for the heart, baby. Thanks for the love. Top viewer, baby. Rodney sent the heart, baby. I appreciate you, man. Listen, we got our H-bar. Guys, I went to the video. What did I tell you guys about H-bar earlier, man? Didn't I tell you guys? This is the original call out, man. Did you guys get that video for H-bar? 50K, baby. Let's go. Let's get some likes in there. All right, so right now, guys, we got Matic pumping. Matic is looking very nice. H-bar is getting ready to make a move here. We're waiting for a green moon on H-bar, guys. Green moon on H-bar. This is what we're waiting on. So H-bar, go to the 5 minute, right? So go to the 5 minute. Let's run our routine. All right, boom. Here's our 5 minute, right? What did we just talk about? We get a 1 hour alert. We need the 5 minute to pull back. Right, here's our 5 minute pullback. As soon as H-bar does its 5 minute pullback on the RSI, then we'll be getting into an entry on H-bar. Boop, boop. As soon as the 5 minute bounces, we should be getting all right here. Remember, anytime you get your alerts on your 1 hour, you get your 5 minute pullbacks. Get your 5 minute pullbacks. Matic, we're waiting for a green moon, guys. We're waiting for some green moons right here, guys. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Here's our little bounce on our 5 minute RSI. Looking good on H-bar. Let's take a look at Matic. Matic, we need that green moon, Matic. We need a green moon right here, guys. We need that moon, baby. All right, we got these two guys fighting it out right now. Here's a green moon on H-bar. Looks a little bit stronger. 5 minute move. Let's check out the 1 hour to make sure that we're still in a good groove. 1 hour is bouncing and moving. So we should be all right there. Let me put a little line right there just so I can see where we're at there as far as movement. H-bar, pretty nice, pretty nice. We're going to put a line right here on H-bar. All right, there you go. Bada boom, bada bing. And H-bar is reaching that little peak there. Is that the 10-cent peak? Yeah. Yeah, H-bar. So H-bar, if H-bar can turn this hurdle right here, man. If H-bar can get a green moon right here, man, we can see some fireworks here, man. And it is the weekend, so we did say that H-bar. Where's that video at, guys? What did we say on the video, right? Shiba, oh, H-bar. Here we go, guys.
Let's go H-bar, guys. Listen, we're taking a look at H-bar. Can H-bar make it happen, guys? This is what we're looking for. Look at that RSI. Get over here, guys. Come on, H-bar. Now, guys, what we're looking for is H-bar's current price is 0.79. If it can reach the 10.3 mark, it is a 30% gain. So let's break down H-bar a little bit quicker. For the first thing we're going to do is we see on the daily we are green. We're jumping to the 4 hour.
What I tell you guys? You guys go watch that video? Did you guys watch that video? I told you guys H-bar was on the move. I tried to tell you, man. Ain't nobody listening. Nobody listening, man. Nobody listening. All right, so H-bar is still on that move. It's about to, if that turns green here, we're going to see a nice little spike on H-bar. Matic, we need a green moon. Where is the green moon? All right, guys, H-bar and Matic longs. H-bar and Matic longs are what we're looking for right now. These are the moments that we're looking for, guys. We should be okay here, nice and healthy. Guys, if you're going to get in the academy, guys, hit that like button. Hit that like button, guys. We got live trades here. We're going to close out on some profits here. Let's go ahead and get some ones in the chats, guys. Guys, if you're if you're inside the Shazam, if you guys are in the academy, put your ones in academy, guys. Put your ones in the academy. Let's get some trades here going, guys. Let's go, let's go. All right, so Dish made money already right there. Got themselves set up. Carl, baby. Carl, you got Matic here. You also got H-bar. Guys, I told you H-bar would go from 7 cents to 10 cents. We're closing in on that pretty closely. We got all day tomorrow. H-bar is more than likely going to hit that gap. Matic has a chance here to run up to the $25.7. We need a green moon here, man. This thing is, it's battling, man. It's battling. As soon as this little reversal happens, we're going to be okay. Let's take a look at Matic on the 1 hour. 1 hour still has room to grow, and we haven't got a green moon. Matic has some opportunity here, guys. We got a red moon. If it gets to a green moon on Matic, you know, buying JR Costello. Guys, I took JR. Where were you, man? I called JR. I called out H-bar at 7 cents yesterday, bro. Did you see that video? We could get a green moon here. Junior, you didn't see that video yesterday, bro? Thanks for the wave, guys. Appreciate the wave, guys. Thanks for the love, guys. Hit that, share that video, guys. Guys, right now, I mean, H-bar is probably going to make a nice little move. You know, I like H-bar, but 10 cents is kind of where, you know, we're seeing the thing. Guys, right now, if you're going to get an H-bar is about to hit a green moon. If that hits that green moon, guys, we're going to see a little pump here, guys. H-bar is looking really good right now, guys. On the 1 hour, it's almost to a green moon. Let's take a look at the 5 minute pullback. There it is. There's the bounce on the 5 minute RSI. The strength index right there. We got our bounce. That's a buy right there. We just went over all these scenarios in the training videos, and now we're starting to see these things kind of happen live. And this is where we're going to see our pumps right here, right? There's the bounce in the 5 minute. There's your entry point. Not bad. Let's take a look at Matic right now. Matic, like we said, we're looking for the green moon on the 1 hour, which it looks like it's coming up. Bitcoin 2 hour long, guys. The market, look at this alert right here, guys. You see this alert? These are the alerts that you get with your academy right here. This goes right to your cell phone. Bitcoin 2 hour long. Bitcoin is starting to get greasy, boys. Bitcoin is starting to kick up. Guys, look for longs right here. Bitcoin 2 hour long just went off right here. Let's make sure we get that inside of the academy, guys. Bitcoin 2 hour long right there. Things are starting to pick up. We're going to have a green Sunday, guys. All right, February 12th, Bitcoin. Mark, yeah, Bitcoin 2 hour long. Get ready, guys. The market's starting to level out. Look, and it's going to look for some pumps here. All right, where's the Discord? Find the Discord. There it is. 2 hours, 2 hours. Okay. BTC, 2 hour trend, green. Market sideways. All right, let's take a look at Matic right here, guys. Boom, bada bing. Here you go, Matic. Looking for that green moon. We got a little bit of movement there. 5 minute on Matic. There's our green moon on Matic, guys. There you go. There's your long on Matic. Here's your entry, right? So let's throw this down in here. Here's an entry point for Matic right in this spot right here. There we go. All right, so we're going to be looking for a long position here. Long Matic right here. And what we're looking for, guys, is very simple, some very simple progress here. We're looking for a 0.5%, right? So let's slide this down. This right here needs to be a 0.5, which is right about there. That's our profit zone right here. Bada boom, bada bing. There you go. Okay, let's move this up here. I need this to be in profit land. All right, there we go. That's what we're looking for, profit. Guys, if you're going to get the indicators, guys, if you want to get set up, if you want to get where you're going right there, let me make a quick video, guys. But